Hello everybody. Today we're gonna talk about my favorite gaming company, Ubisoft. Who doesn't love Ubisoft? Raise your hand if you love Ubisoft. I know everyone is raising their hand right now because Ubisoft makes banger after banger after banger. Clearly they do. So yesterday Ubisoft held an event called Ubisoft Forward, which is like, it's kind of a Nintendo Direct or State of Play, but for Ubisoft games. I don't know why they hold an event like that. Sounds stupid. But just take a look what they announced, okay? They announced like 5 Assassin's Creed games. If you still play Assassin's Creed, please go play a better game. They had a whole section dedicated to Skull and Bones, which is the most uninteresting pirate game I've ever seen. Of course, they had Just Dance. You need to have that Just Dance. They had Rocksmith Plus. And they had some other stuff like Tom Clancy and The Division. I think this is like a Battle Royale game mode. There is one thing in this whole presentation that stuck out though. Mario plus Rabbids. This is the only Ubisoft game that looks fun to play. You know, back in the day, Ubisoft was on top of everyone, man. They made some really good games, but once the end of the PS3, PS4, Xbox One, kind of that time frame, that game just started to suck, man. Everything after Far Cry 3 is just kind of bleh. But it was not the main part of Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope that I'm actually excited about. They announced a DLC with Rayman. Yes! Rayman, this franchise has been dormant since I think 2013 with Rayman Legends. So Rayman is a pretty old franchise. It started out as just Rayman, which was a 2D platformer. Then they had Rayman 2 and Rayman 3, which were 3D platformers. Really good 3D platformers. And then for some reason they did like a bunch of Rayman Raving Rabbids stuff on the Wii and the DS. I remember playing all of this. And it's alright. It's like little mini games, like a Mario Party kind of game. But in 2011, they finally came back with a game called Rayman Origins. And this game slaps. The title of it is a lie. This is not about the origins of Rayman. This is about freeing busty fairies. That's not a joke. Rayman Legends came out a few years later. Also slaps. I think this was a Wii U exclusive at first. I'm not sure. But after this, it was done. It was just no more Rayman. The Rayman Raving Rabbids took over Rayman. They literally just kicked him out of the franchise. And now it was just called Rabbids. And they had a lot of Rabbids games, as you can see. In 2017, we did get Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, which is a really good game. I never managed to fully complete it, but it is quality. It's a Ubisoft game that is quality, which is impressive on its own right. But now we got Sparks of Hope, which looks really good. I'm actually excited for a Ubisoft game. The problem with Ubisoft, okay, is that they just do the same thing over and over and over again, and they just stretch it out for such a long period of time. Remember the NFT garbage they did? Ubisoft Quartz. Look, they even got the rabbits here. This is the dumbest thing they've ever done. So this is a NFT weapon thing for a game that nobody liked. Ghost Recon Breakpoint. This game was crushed on Metacritic. Look at this, man. Look at this. Imagine making a game so bad that critic scores is lower than a 60. That's pathetic. Then they tried to turn it into a battle royale. They had a game with XD in it. That's not a joke. Hypescape was another battle royale that just flopped. This whole company just doesn't know what it wants to do, and it ends up just creating garbage. Repetitive, uninteresting garbage. The only studio I feel like that is actually doing something is the Mario plus Rabbids studio, because these games actually look impressive and fun. But why do they have to do my boy Rayman dirty like this, man? Like, I'm happy he's at least in a quality game, or a game that looks quality. But why does he have to be a DLC character in the future? I'm not buying your game just so I can see Rayman in the future. Just give me a Rayman game and I'll buy it. Out of every single Ubisoft game, Rayman is one of the only ones that hasn't been tainted by their filthy hands yet. I've heard Scott Pilgrim was pretty good. Just please, man, Ubisoft, if you're watching this, make a Rayman game. Don't give me this DLC baby boo-boo mode. Just give me a full-on Rayman game. Look, here's another stinky game. Rainbow Six Extraction. Ew. And then they had this goofy moment. I think we are a company that can be proud of itself. What are you proud of? Making repetitive shit? I don't know, man. I just really want a Rayman game. I want a quality new Rayman experience. All this Battle Royale and Assassin's Creed. There was so much Assassin's Creed. I feel like nobody really cares. Especially Skull and Bones. That shit is getting dislike bombed like hell. Ubisoft, just make that Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope game good. Make that Rayman DLC good. And give me a good Rayman game. If you'll do that, Ubisoft, I'll buy every single game you make, okay? I promise that. Please make a good game for once in your life.